9 videos: habits, diet, sleep, exercise, stress, social connection. You've watched the pieces come together. But here's the question. Just tell me exactly what to do, morning to night, day by day, the full system. Today, that's exactly what this is. Not a list of tips, not vague advice. A complete, structured daily protocol assembled from the research we've covered together, built around one principle the data keeps coming back to. It's not the individual habits that extend your life, it's how they reinforce each other. This video is the framework. Keep it, screenshot it, come back to it. Let's go. Here's what nobody tells you about longevity science. You can do everything in isolation and get partial results. Sleep matters, diet matters, exercise matters, but the real compounding, the kind that shifts your biological age by years, not months, happens when these systems talk to each other. Sleep quality improves your gym performance. Better training improves your sleep architecture. Diet quality determines your energy. For both, stress management enhances digestion and immune response. Social connection sustains the mental health that makes every other habit maintainable. This isn't about adding 10 things to your life. It's about arranging what you already do into a structure where each element amplifies the rest. So here it is, the complete protocol, 7 blocks, morning to night. The block most people skip is 7. And according to the research, it might be doing more damage than any dietary mistake you're making. Your morning doesn't start with what you eat or drink. It starts with when you wake up, and it needs to be the same time every day. Consistent wake time is the non-negotiable anchor of your circadian rhythm. Everything else in this protocol depends on it. Within 30 minutes of waking, Step 1. 10 minutes of outdoor natural light or bright indoor light in winter. This sets your cortisol peak and, critically, programs your melatonin release 14 to 16 hours later. You're setting tonight's sleep from this morning's light. Step 2. 500 milliliters of water before any caffeine. You wake up dehydrated. Your brain runs on water. This isn't a minor detail. It affects cognitive function within the first hour. Step 3. High-protein breakfast. 30 grams minimum. Eggs and greens, Greek yogurt, berries, nuts, seeds. Protein in the morning stabilizes blood sugar and supports muscle protein synthesis. It's the dietary anchor of your day. Step 4. First, caffeine 90 minutes after waking. Not immediately. 90 minutes. This uses your natural cortisol rise rather than blunting it. And it means your caffeine works harder and you crash less. Block 2 is where most people in desk jobs are silently losing years, and the fix takes less than 5 minutes per hour. Zone 2 cardio, 4 times a week, 30 to 45 minutes of brisk walking, cycling, or swimming at conversational intensity, meaning you could hold a conversation without gasping. This is the single most validated longevity exercise modality in the research. It builds mitochondrial density, preserves VO2 max, the strongest measurable predictor of lifespan, and drives anti-inflammatory adaptations that compound over years. One of your 4 weekly Zone 2 sessions gets replaced with 44 interval training, 4 sets of 4 minutes at 90% effort, with 3-minute recovery between sets. Hard, brief, extremely effective for cardiovascular and metabolic health. And if you're desk-based, this matters regardless of your exercise schedule. Set an alarm every 30 to 45 minutes. Stand, walk, stretch. 5 minutes. Don't let any hour pass without moving. Prolonged sitting is a metabolic insult that exercise alone doesn't fully offset. The people who live longest don't just exercise, they move consistently all day. Make this your largest meal of the day. This isn't preference, it aligns with circadian metabolic efficiency. Your insulin sensitivity is highest in the midday window. The same meal eaten at noon produces a better metabolic response than at 8 p.m. Structure: dark leafy greens, quality protein, fish, legumes, eggs, or quality animal protein, healthy fat from olive oil, avocado, or nuts, and complex carbohydrates from legumes, whole grains, or root vegetables. No ultra-processed food. If it's packaged, apply the test we covered 2 videos ago. Fewer than 5 ingredients, all of them something you can picture in nature. This meal is the metabolic foundation of your afternoon. Get it right, and your energy, focus, and workout quality follow. Block 4 is the one the research calls the longevity organ. Most people over 50 are losing it silently, and the consequence shows up in your 80s. Muscle is not a vanity metric, it is a longevity organ. It's metabolically active tissue that regulates blood sugar, preserves insulin sensitivity, protects your joints, and most importantly, determines whether you are physically independent in your final decade. Here's the framing I want you to carry into every lifting session. You are not training for how you look at 55. You are training for what you can do at 85. Can you get up off the floor without using your hands? Can you carry your own groceries up a flight of stairs? Can you play with your grandchildren without fear of falling? That's what strength training in your 40s and 50s and 60s is, protecting the protocol. Compound movements 3 times per week. Squat pattern, hip hinge like a deadlift, upper body push, a press, upper body pull, a row 45 to 60 minutes. Progressive overload over weeks. On non-lifting days, extended zone 2 or active recovery, yoga, walking, stretching. You don't need a gym. You need consistency and progressive challenge. Quick pause here. If this is the kind of content you want more of, hit subscribe. We publish every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday. Every video built exactly like this. Real research, no products, no agenda. The subscribe button takes 2 seconds, and Thursday's video is the morning routine. Specifically, every detail of Block 1 expanded into a full protocol. Don't miss it. Now Block 5. The evening is where most people lose everything they built during the day. Last meal by 7:30 p.m. This aligns with the natural decline in your metabolic rate and insulin sensitivity that happens as your body prepares for sleep. Late eating pushes your circadian biology in the wrong direction. Dinner structure: vegetable heavy, slightly lighter on carbohydrates than lunch. Fatty fish at least twice a week at dinner. Omega-3s, anti-inflammatory, brain protective. Berries, daily lunch, dinner, or as a snack. The polyphenol load matters. Alcohol, maximum 1 drink, not daily. The data on alcohol and sleep quality is unambiguous. Even 1 drink measurably degrades deep sleep architecture. If sleep is a priority, alcohol is not compatible with the evening protocol. At 8 p.m., begin dimming lights. Reduce screen brightness. You are starting your melatonin production window. Every bright screen you expose yourself to now delays sleep onset and reduces deep sleep percentage. Block 6 is the one most people spend the least time on, and it's the one that determines the quality of every other block. 7 to 9 hours, non-negotiable. Sleep is not rest. Sleep is active biological maintenance, cellular repair, memory consolidation, immune regulation, hormonal reset. Every night you shortchange it. You're borrowing against future health. The environment: bedroom at 60 to 65 degrees Fahrenheit. No screens. Blue light glasses if screens are unavoidable in the hour before bed. The practice: 10 minutes every night, slow diaphragmatic breathing. Meditation, gratitude, journal, prayer. Choose whatever aligns with your worldview. The mechanism is the same. You are downregulating your nervous system from sympathetic to parasympathetic mode. Chronic cortisol, the stress response, doesn't turn itself off. You have to turn it off deliberately. This is how consistent sleep time, same as your wake time. It's a system, not a setting. If you track sleep, monitor deep sleep percentage, that's the recovery metric that matters most. This block is last. It is not least. 2 to 3 meaningful in-person social connections per week. Not texts, not likes, in-person real connection. We covered the data. Loneliness carries the same mortality risk as smoking 15 cigarettes a day. Isolation drives chronic inflammation. Connection is biological medicine, as measurable as anything in your diet or training, and 1 activity per week done purely for purpose or joy. Creative work, volunteering, mentoring, craft, music, whatever it is for you. Purpose is not a psychological bonus. It's a physiological regulator. People with strong sense of purpose have measurably lower cortisol and better immune markers. 2 hours of outdoor time across the week, natural light, natural terrain, your nervous system evolved in that environment. Exposure to nature reduces inflammatory markers and cortisol in ways we're only beginning to fully measure. These aren't lifestyle additions. They are core protocol elements. The research treats them that way. So should you, if this feels like a lot, here's the entry point. Start with block 1 only. The morning stack, consistent wake time, 10 minutes of sunlight, water before caffeine, high protein breakfast, caffeine at 90 minutes. 5 behaviors, 1 block, 0 equipment required. Those 5 habits create the hormonal and metabolic foundation that makes every other block easier to maintain. They literally prime your biology for the rest of the protocol. Add 1 block per week. In 7 weeks, you're running the full system. Check in with yourself at weeks 2, 4, and 8. The changes compound, they don't all arrive at once. Week 2, you might notice energy. Week 4, you might notice sleep. Week 8, you might notice something you can't quite name, but feel clearly. That's the protocol working. Screenshot this, save it, share it with someone who needs it. This is the framework. Come back to it whenever you need a reset. Which block are you starting with? Drop it in the comments. And if you're already running any part of this, tell me what you've noticed. Those comments are the most valuable thing in this channel. Subscribe if you haven't. Here's what's coming. Thursday, the morning routine in full depth, every minute of block 1 expanded, with the science behind why the sequence matters as much as the habits themselves. Saturday, the 30-day recap. I ran this full protocol on myself. The results surprised even me, and I'll show you exactly what the data looked like. Both videos are worth clearing time for. I'll see you Thursday.